Hey everyone, and welcome. If you're a technical writer, you're always on the lookout for ways to work smarter, not just harder. Well, today we're digging into a skill that isn't just a new tool, it's a genuine superpower for your craft: prompt engineering. Let's get right into it. So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with what prompt engineering really is for a technical writer. Then, and this is the fun part, we'll talk about why you already have an unfair advantage here. We'll see how it fits into your daily workflow, break down the anatomy of a perfect prompt, cover some essential techniques, and then wrap it all up with how you can make this your next core competency. All right, let's kick things off. Now, we're not talking about replacing your role at all. No way. We're talking about evolving it, really transforming from someone who drafts content into a true architect of information. So, what is it exactly? Well, for us, prompt engineering is all about designing structured inputs to guide AI tools. And the goal is super specific: getting accurate, style-compliant documentation. It's really all about control and precision, not just, randomly generating text. The best way to think about this is with a little mindset shift. If that word engineering sounds a bit intimidating, just think of it like this. You're programming with words. You're giving specific, logical instructions to a system to get a predictable result, which, let's be honest, is something technical writers are already amazing at. Okay, so let's move on, because this is where it gets really good. This is the part where you realize you are absolutely not starting from scratch. In fact, your entire career has basically been training you for this moment. Just look at this list: simplifying complexity, writing for clarity, for conciseness, structuring content, and analyzing your audience. Come on, these aren't just technical writing skills. They are the literal building blocks of great prompt engineering. Every single one of these transfers directly. And this just nails it. The absolute best way to think about talking to an AI is to treat it like a subject matter expert, a SME. You already know how to ask an SME the right questions, give them context, and go back and forth to get the exact info you need. You're an expert at wrangling SMEs, and an AI, it's really no different. It just responds based on how well you communicate with it. So, where does this new skill actually fit in? The key is to not see it as some separate, isolated thing you have to do. The real power comes when you start applying it surgically across your entire document development lifecycle, or, the DDLC. Let's just walk through the DDLC for a second. During research, you can use prompts to pull together scattered notes into a solid plan. In drafting, you can generate a great first pass from raw specs. And for editing and QA, wow, this is a game changer. You can automate style guide compliance checks. You can even use it to structure content or handle localization tasks like alt text. It seriously enhances every single stage. All right, let's get into the how-to. How do you actually build a great prompt? It's not about just typing a vague question. It's about using a repeatable formula that gets you consistent, high-quality results every time. This is it. This is the pattern, a 7-step formula for success. You start by giving the AI a role, like you're a senior editor. Then you give it a clear goal. You provide all the necessary context and then the core instruction. You can even add reference data, like a style guide. Set a crucial constraint, like do not invent text. And finally, you tell it the expected output. Following this structure is what makes your results so predictable and scalable. Okay, let's make this real with an example. A style guide review. The role? Senior technical editor. The goal? Measure compliance. The instruction is to review the passage and use an attached style guide as the reference. The constraint is so important. Do not hallucinate. And the expected output is a table with 4 columns. See how every piece guides the AI to exactly what you need? It's brilliant. Now, just like you wouldn't use a screwdriver to hammer a nail, you've got to match the right prompting technique to the right task. So let's look at the main ones you're going to be using. Here are the big 3. First, you've got zero shot. That's all about speed, just direct instructions, no examples. It's perfect for brainstorming or a quick first draft. Then there's few shot, and that's for precision. You give it 1 or more examples of the output you want, which is absolutely essential for structured data like XML or Markdown. And finally, chain of thought. This is for complex reasoning. You literally ask the AI to think step by step, which is ideal for huge tasks like refactoring tricky legacy documents. So, the crucial takeaway here is that this isn't just some passing trend. This is your next core competency. let's talk about how you can actually start building this skill, like today. Honestly, the best way to learn is just by doing it. Pick a real task from your day job, write a full prompt using that formula we talked about, run it, and then critically review what comes out. And if it's not right, don't blame the tool. Go back and iterate on your prompt. And this part is key. Save your successful prompts. Build a personal library. This practice loop is what really builds expertise. As you're getting started, just try to sidestep these common pitfalls. Don't be vague when you need precision. And never, ever, ever treat the AI's output as the final word. Your judgment is still crucial. Make sure you're using the right tool for the job. And just remember, your first prompt is almost never perfect. Iteration is absolutely everything. So let's bring it all home. First, prompt engineering elevates your role to an information architect. Second, your existing skills give you a massive head start. Remember to match the technique to the task and to always trust but verify. The best way to master this is to start small, build your library of prompts, and just let that skill compound over time. I want to leave you with this question. You are already an information architect. This is simply a new, incredibly powerful tool in your toolkit. So the question really isn't if you can use it, but how are you going to use it to build better, clearer, and more effective documentation? And that's a wrap on our explainer. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you found this useful, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or want to share your own prompting wins, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to see them. For those of you who want to dive even deeper, we've put links to our website and some really fantastic Reddit communities down in the description. They're awesome places to continue your learning journey. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.